All right, Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv. It's time to visit with our friends, the Hagees. We have Jay and Brittany Hagee here from Allon Planning Partners. As always, great to see you all.
Great to see you, Bridget.
Too.
So today we are going to talk about winners quit.
Uh-oh.
Winners quit the wrong things, right?
Well, you always hear about, winners
Never quit.
Yeah.
And quitters never win.
Right.
That's not the case for people who want to succeed and excel. Mm-hmm. Winners do quit. They just quit the wrong
They know
things.
how to focus. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. And so we're going to give you a few things in the financial world today when we're talking about this that we want to learn to quit, because in order to win, you have to quit some things. Mm-hmm. The first thing is pretty simple, and from some of our friends in other parts of the country, or actually in part of Tennessee here, Mr. Ramsey would probably tell you that this was the truth. Don't overspend. Yeah. Stick to a budget. Quit overspending. Stick to a spending plan. And so winners quit reckless spending habits and just spending, whether that's excessive, maybe dining out, or whether that's just I swipe a credit card so I don't realize how much I owe till the end of the month. Just quit excessive spending and make sure we're sticking to a spending plan. That's number one.
Yeah, that's a big one, right? That's very, very, very basic. Another one is really quit delaying the inevitable. We know that certain things will be faced by us at some point in our life. We're going to have to pay taxes. If we live long enough, we're going to face some kind of healthcare crisis, especially for couples and for us as women who live longer than our male counterparts. Higher probability for us to face that. We know there's a number of things. We know we eventually will pass away and then have to pass our estate on, or what we have, however little or however big, we're going to pass that on.
That's right.
So instead of just delaying the inevitable, delaying those things, I'll deal with that when I get there.
Quit delaying.
Be proactive.
Right.
Quit delaying and putting those things off. Instead, be proactive in planning for those things. That way, when you do face those things, you're not surprised. It may still be hard, obviously. It doesn't fix everything, but man, it really helps you be better prepared when it comes to the financial aspect of it, so that you have things in order and I have this money set aside for that expense. Your AC unit goes out, or you come down with some major health crisis. I don't care what end of the spectrum it is, you can prepare for those things. So quit delaying the inevitable. Another big one on that note is taxes. You're going to have to pay taxes. We know that.
We're in that season,
That's
right?
no surprise. So instead of just delaying and saying, well, I'll just write the check for whatever I owe, no, that's paying taxes. We want to teach people how to plan for taxes.
Well, and what I would say is quit overpaying taxes. So winners quit overpaying taxes. When they start doing that by having a tax strategy.
Right.
Have a tax plan. And if you have an investment plan but you do not have a tax plan, you're probably overpaying in taxes. So sit down. Let us help you be proactive in creating a tax plan. There's plenty of things we could go down the list and say you need to quit this and need to quit that, but quit paying too many taxes is a huge one. We want to make sure that we're only giving Uncle Sam his fair share and nothing more. And in that vein of investments, I would say quit emotionally investing, because a lot of folks, they get this fear of missing out. Today it's crypto a lot, right? Or the most shiny stock. Man, what's the next get rich quick scheme that I can jump into? What's the next big win? You need to have a plan that is properly aligned with your asset allocation risk tolerance, so that you know that I've got a goal I'm getting to and I am investing in it this way so that I can get to that goal, not just, oh man, how do I make the most money as possible and jump into this investment or this crypto. Yeah. Do not worry about missing out. Don't have the fear of missing out and get emotional in your investing, and that's how you win. Winners invest with purpose, not just on emotions.
Yeah, and one thing is what we're focusing on. I think winners don't focus on the wrong things. They're focused on the right things. When you're looking at a picture, I do photography sometimes. I love kind of how you visualize and see things. And something in the picture is in focus, and some things in the picture are kind of blurred a bit. They're still there, they're still present, they're necessary, but you are focused in on something specific in a photo, right? And it needs to be the same with us if we want to win with our finances. We have to choose what is that most important thing here that we fix our attention on, and we focus in on the right things. For example, a lot of times we find people focusing in on, oh man, taxes are just so high. Oh man, inflation rates are through the roof. Oh, man, my health is a mess. How do I pay for all of this? You're focused on those things. There's some of those things you can't control. You can't control inflation. You can't control market volatility. Instead of like worrying and stressing, oh, the market's going up and down, instead of fixing your attention on that, fix your attention on what you can control. What is within your realm to make change in? So instead of worrying about market volatility and, oh, it's just crazy all over the place, worry about your positioning. Get concerned about,
you can't control that.
I properly positioned to withstand the ups and the downs of the market? You can't control inflation. You can control your saving and your spending and planning, truly planning for your financial future. So focusing in on the right things is a really big one here.
That's right.
We're talking with Jay and Brittany Hagee with Allon Planning Partners. So it may not be easy to quit these certain things, but we are setting ourselves up for financial success and stability.
Right. That's right.
Yeah. And last but not least, we want to say, quit a one-size-fits-all approach. You need to have an individualistic plan. You need to make sure that you're not just following blindly generic financial advice that you've heard your brother-in-law tell you, or somebody else that may not be in the financial industry, or maybe someone that isn't looking at holistic financial planning. You need to make sure that you have a custom approach that includes everything from investment managing to tax planning. We don't want to pay too much in taxes, to healthcare planning, to income planning, to setting up distribution plans, to estate planning. All of these things are important. So take an individual approach. Quit just taking a generic one-size-fits-all, and just because I see my neighbor investing in this, I'm going to invest in that. That's not how it works. So quit the right things. Focus in on your financial plan and your financial goals, and you will be a winner.
Yeah, what worked for your neighbor, what worked for your brother-in-law may be perfect for them their overall situation. That doesn't mean it's going to work the same way for you because of the factors that are very different in your situations. Yeah. Your assets, your income, your expenses, your goals, your preferences, your lifestyle. Taking all of those things into account really helps us put together an investment strategy to help you get to where you want to be, which, by the way, is just one piece of this whole financial picture we're talking about, right? It's not just about investments, but that is where we begin. That's the cornerstone from which you build the plan out.
So we want to help people make room for better decision making. And sometimes quitting the wrong things isn't failure, it's making room for better decisions. Yeah. And so you can reach out to us directly and do that. 423-315-1441. Let us help you show you the things you should be quitting so that you can make better decisions and room for the things you should be doing in order to have a great financial future.
Yeah, don't spin your wheels. Don't spin your wheels focusing on the wrong things or getting stuck on the wrong topics. We have specific questions that we want to ask you. We want to get to know you. We want to understand your goals and where you're headed and what you're trying to do with what you have. And from there, we can help really build out a comprehensive plan that gets you there.
That's Jay and Brittany Hagee, Allon Planning Partners. Again, their number 423-315-1441 and online at allonplanning.com. Thank you both so much.
Thank you, Bridget.
Thank you.
Investment advisory services are offered through Foundations Investment Advisors, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. The content provided is intended for informational and educational purposes only. The views, statements, and opinions expressed herein are those of the individual speakers and not necessarily those of Foundations and its affiliates. The information contained herein does not constitute an offer to sell any securities or represent an express or implied opinion or endorsement of any specific investment opportunity, offering, or issuer. Any discussion of performance or returns is not indicative of future results. Each individual investor's situation is different, and any ideas provided may not be appropriate for your particular circumstances. Foundations only transacts business in states where it is properly registered or is excluded or exempted from registration requirements. Registration as an investment advisor is not an endorsement of the firm by securities regulators and does not mean the advisor has achieved a specific level of skill or ability. No legal or tax advice is provided. Always consult with a tax professional